So first of all, when you recall for HP, mana, or you recall because you can buy a good item in base. But sometimes, if you have 2k gold, but the enemies are like this into the tower, low HP, and you can pressure, you should stay. You should stay and pressure and play aggressive. This is the little pieces of the puzzle that people are missing because they think about, okay, recall on a cannon, you know, oh yeah, it sounds logical, I do it. No, there is so many exceptions.
Han Sama on Ezreal, guys. Let's see how this guy plays. I'm very excited to be here. Let's take a look at his decision making and let's see how he plays. First of all, he picked Ezreal, most likely because there was Xante and Viego Alistar, as in Alistar struggles really hard against high range. We have Ezreal with Syndra and Rumble, so it's so hard for Alistar to really play because there is just so much range, so much poking ability. So all in all, a very great pick. Remember, in high low draft matters so much. This is challenger. Han Sama is at the moment in top 20 AD carry in Europe, so on the ladder. So let's take a look at what he does. First of all, I want to see his runes a little bit. So he's obviously going to go for Jack of all trades. He does go for the boots, no biscuits. Biscuits are a bit outdated right now. And yeah, little tempo, as in this is like kind of the new meta on Ezreal. He goes really aggressive. Goes for a short trade. Why is he going like this? The reason why he's going like this is because most of the cases Alistar is going to stay mid and Corki is going to stay here, right? And if you actually go for 1v1, Ezreal is actually one of the strongest, if not the strongest level 1 champion. Maybe Kalista is a bit stronger, or Draven or 2 Axis. Like there are like some specific champions that are stronger, but Ezreal is incredibly strong. Remember, 10% attack speed on the passive every time he hits an ability. So it is crazy strong. Plus he has little tempo. He's going to go for a recall. Most likely Corki is also going to go for the recall. So let's assess his laning phase. I would suppose he goes for sweeper here. Oh, he didn't adopt the word. It's good to get sweeper against Alistar because Rel is super powerful against Ali, especially early levels until level 3. It's kind of hard for Alistar to walk up. And then Ezreal can easily get prio over the Corki. Therefore, it is very easy to get prio in the first 3 to 4 waves. I don't think they are going to be very gankable because it's Viego Alistar. So once Ezreal is going to have his E and one Rel is going to have W, it's super hard to gank these people, especially because the W of Rel can also be used defensively. So, okay, so this guy already has the sweeper. So Hans is thinking, okay, I'm not going to get sweeper here. Let's see what he does. So they go into the brush. Obviously, they win really, really hard here. Let's see what he does. Don't think they know they're in the brush. Okay, so he just goes through the Q. And I like what Hans does. Like, he doesn't really need to get prio here. The reason why he doesn't need to get prio is because he has prio by default, just by, you know, picking these champs. Corki early on, if this guy is human, which again we're talking about challenger, he's gonna start E with Corki, so it's pretty powerful feast to feast trade. Like if he's like auto attacking it, they are auto attacking each other. But Rel and Alistar, like Rel is really, really strong. So look at Hans. He's just staying into the brush, just trying to poke. He doesn't really need to get prio, as long as he just goes for a good poke, just because they know they just win the fight. He queues the minions intentionally with Ezreal, just so he can get a passive of stack, and he also has little tempo to attack them. So it's very hard for Corki to play. Do you guys see this? Because he gets pressure. Like, what this shows is that, one, Han Sama understands his champion really well, and two, oh, that Q is juicy. And two, he understands support matchup. He doesn't need to push. He understands what Alistar does. He understands what Rel does. And I feel like even in Master, when I play Grandmaster sometimes, but especially in like Emerald, Diamond and stuff like that, people, they think they know support, but I have no idea how it works and how, you know, the champions, if they ask, okay, Nautilus against Braum, who is better? How do you want to play? They have no idea. They know, okay, the passive of Braum, like, but they don't know like really what makes the matchup strong. Okay, so Hans is just probably going to keep the wave here. We don't know where is the jungle. It's 245, so if Viego wants to do 3 camps top into all the way bot, he could. It is Ezreal Rel, so I don't think he should. But Han Sama should ward after this wave, and I will be really... Okay, he does not ward after this wave. This is very greedy. So what is he thinking then if he doesn't ward? Because it's 253. Most likely right now he's finishing his fourth camp, the Viego. So I don't know if it's autopilot, but he didn't word, because my thinking is most of the pro players, like especially Kalista, for example, Upset, like they would immediately go for a word because they have a big wave into the tower. But in this case, Han Sama is probably thinking, hey, I have a big wave. I'm going to punish. They are low HP. I can pressure them. I have my E. We have jungle a relatively close proximity. We can't say close proximity because if Viego is behind them, jungle can't do anything. So I would suppose he goes now for a word. The problem with this word now is that when you word,
with the big wave into the tower, you can ward like here or here. It's a really good word. You can even get this one if you want, but this one is probably the most optimal. The problem is that the guy Ezreal is going for a word. He can't go for too deep word because look, you see, like Alistar can just walk up on him and just kill him. So he does the Hansama word. Do you guys know the Hansama word? The Hansama word is the following word. Boo. This one. Because Hansama understood, hey, I know fundamentals. I know we pushed away. We have a big win into the tower. We have timing to go for a deep ward. I can put it here. But at the same time, I want to pressure them into the tower because they are low HP and they have Alistar and Corki low HP. So I want to pressure using these minions, knowing the people are going to go for the minions. So I'm going to go for the Hansama word, which is basically a word that doesn't overextend me and allows me to pressure for longer. Because imagine he goes for a Tribash word right now. Alistar could be there, Viego could be there. It would be greedy. But if he goes here, one, this word takes very small period of time. You just go here and put it. And two, it allowed him to actually go for poke under the tower. This is not something that you're going to see low elo players do because they don't truly understand when they are going to be ganked. And after 3 minutes, typically the jungle should finish this, and then 315 is already going to be 315, 320 for the scuttle.
Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be and you feel like you're putting in the work but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Pizais with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my client. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after when the first coaching session we've done, he was hardstack in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago and he got to Grandmaster 800 LP peak after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rates on some of the champions, and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to pizais.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together.
Spawn for the scuttle. Okay, Hanzama going for a fight. Yeah, this is a pretty bad. This is the mistake of Rel. I'm thinking this guy is Grandmaster and not Challenger because this is a kind of... Like, it's easy to understand that you have Rumble into Cassante. There is no universe on this planet where Viego paths stop in this game. They know, like, look at Alistar body language. He looks quite confident, so he just worded this brush. We know this. So Rel is a little bit crazy here because this lane is kind of over. Like, look at the way we sit here. There is no reason for you to force here. Just play for the scuttle. You have prio. Let him finish the blue and play. And Hansama knew, but it's like here he had to go. He had to follow. And you guys can see that even if Hansama didn't actually agree, because we can see Hansama body language. Pay attention at his clicks. We can clearly see what he wants to do. Q back off. Did you guys see this? Just by his body language, we can kind of see like what he's in mind. Hey, I'm gonna poke him, play it slow, keep the wave here. That's kind of obvious for me. Like after I watch like thousands of players, pro players, VOD reviews, and yeah, here he had to follow. It's like, what do I do if my support is crazy and does this? Well, kind of try to follow, but did you see the angle of the E? He tried to E like this, so he can have the auto attack range. He didn't like E like here and then auto attack and then flash or do something crazy. He followed. But he followed in a way where if the jungle is gonna be there, he's still gonna be able to like escape, right? Probably gonna need to. Ooh, he didn't flash that. Wow, I thought that the Viego actually flashes on him, but they didn't have the Alistar combo. Now he has to play. Yeah, do you guys see this? He's playing Fog of War. This is really nice. So if I'm Corki, there are some cases where I want to slow push here. And I don't want like fast push, especially because my jungle does the scuttle right here. Oh, 1 second, sorry. My jungle wants to do the scuttle and Wukong is on the river. We know this. So we know this as Koriki. So I might actually slow push here, just stack the wave. But typically, if I see Ezreal, if I don't see him, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's recall. Let me crush this wave and let me recall right away. So this is what Hans does. Look. He could have just stayed right there if he wanted. But no, he wanted to be in Fog of War. Look at this. Do you guys see this? This is Hans Sama, guys. He knows exactly what is the Fog of War. He knows two things. One, Corki wants to push and there is a possible dive. And that's the most important thing in high elo. But most importantly, if this is low elo, Viego doesn't have the brain to dive. So what should you do? Well, you want to bait Corki into pushing out the wave. So if he sees you low HP staying in the lane, maybe he's going to decide to slow push. Alistar stays into the brush and they try to go and kill you. But if you go in Fog of War, you make the enemy think. This is called a fake recall. You are faking that you recall, but you stay in Fog of War and bait the enemy. Hey, oh shit, where is the Ezreal? It's like, oh, I guess he recalled because we didn't see him. Look at him. They don't see Ezreal, right? Oh, we don't see him, right? So I guess he recalled. Let me push. Obviously, the reason why, this specific reason why he pushed is because of the dive. But we can see the Corki, like, this is really obvious for me. Look at this. Look at Corki body language. Corki knows this is not dive. Hansama recalled. He knows he's smart. He's Hansama. He's human. But these people are still like, they are not sure, right? But we can see that the body language of challenger players, they know everything what's going through their mind. And then he's like, no, there is no dive. And then Hansama actually stayed. And Corki is surprised here. I'm actually, yeah, he's probably not going to follow because he didn't follow from the beginning. Yeah, this is really smart by Hansama. Really smart by Hansama. Lovely. Lovely. So this is a fake recall. He worded for the dive. Then he played really well close to the wall. Let's see when he's going to use his E. He used the E for the Alistar combo. Ooh, he tried something. Yeah. GG. So what is Hansama going to do right now? Push the wave recall. Don't push when Wukong is here because he steals experience. Let him run. Ping Rel to push. Do not go for a plate because Corki is on his way. He's probably like right here. So you can't recall. You can't take the plate. The plate is full HP also. So he should recall in place. He should recall right in place, right here. Yeah. Remember, do not do this at home. The reason why he's recalling in place is one, he knows Corki is still really far away, so he can't punish. Two, he knows Viego is pathing towards top lane. He knows exactly where Viego is. Three, he knows the Alistar doesn't have the balls and Alistar doesn't have the vision on him to recall here. This is why when I do coaching for low elo players, I tell them either think about these things, think about the variables, or just recall into the brush. Recalling in the brush is usually the best, okay? You don't need to think about all of these things, and as a low elo player, it might feel a bit hard to kind of think about these things. But this is why you're going to see Hansama, Kaliste recalling. Kaliste actually recalls sometimes even into the tower, right? Because he knows exactly where the enemies are, who can punish him. But if you're low elo and you're not thinking about these things, you're not thinking that if you're low elo, let's say you're Emerald, and Corki is here and he's going to walk up and stop your recall, that would be very silly, wouldn't it? So Hansama knows all of these things. He knows where is Corki. He knows the Alistar HP is low. He knows Rel can hover him. This is called escorting the wave. This is the term in League of Legends. And Rel is trying to do that. So he knows all of these things. And that's why he recalls there. But if you're a bit concerned that your recall timings are bad and the position of the recall is not so good, just be into the brush. Okay? Very simple. Let's see what happened here though. Did he just... Yeah, okay. Pretty good by Alistar, honestly. I honestly like the purple Alistar more, but you guys can tell me in the comments which one is best. I mean, okay, I don't know how to... Like, I've been playing for a while on my main account. Like, I think I'm almost like 400 LP. I used to be like 4 wins away of Grandmaster, like 3 days ago or something. But yeah, I just can't seem to be able to buy blue, to have blue essence. Like, I don't know how I don't like have blue essence. How do I get blue essence? It's crazy. Okay, wave is coming into him. Bigger wave onto the enemy. So now he's going to W, try to pressure a little bit. I doubt he's going to E because we don't know where Viego is and we don't know Alistar pathing. So he actually path mid, but Hans doesn't know this. So I doubt he's going to E in. He also doesn't have vision. Trims the wave and freeze, right? Alistar could be into the brushes. Now he's Alistar mid lane. Don't know where is Viego. So, but I think from this position, he's going to try to pull the minions. Is he going to pull the minions? Not really. And I actually noticed this a lot in high elo, right? Oh, freeze, you know, pull the minions. It's like, yeah, I know. You're Emerald. You want to pull the minions. And I see this so much in coaching session. Dude, this season is about aggressivity. Freezing is a very bad strategy in general. Hansama is acknowledging this. He knows the next wave is close and he knows he has time to like go just on the right, pull the minions, play it slow, make a freeze here. He has enough minions. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions in this meta is enough to freeze. 5 minions, not 4. the meta changed since, again, read the patch notes. The minions are stronger right now. So Hansama is thinking, I could freeze here, but if I freeze, I lock myself in the lane. Yes, Corki is going to lose farm, but Corki has the ability to move on the river. And what is happening on the river? If we panning the camera there, there is some contact interaction here. And also Wukong is most likely going to path there, as we can see. So when you're freezing, if 1, something is about to fight on the river. 2, someone is fighting already on the river. 3, we're doing Drake. 4, your jungle is looking to invade. Or any other variable that there is any action on the around bot lane, you should not, in my opinion, you should not freeze. The only reason why you would freeze is if everyone plays for grubs, if there is nothing you can really do on the river, that everyone is top, you don't know where is the enemy jungle, and you want to freeze, you want to be safe, freeze. If something happens on the river, push, or at least slow push into them. Slow push into them. Push is like, not push, but controlling the wave is most of the cases good in this meta. Why did Hansama do this? It's because he knows I'm going to use the tower to kill this motherfucker minions. There is a fight on the river, so Corki is a challenger player. He moves right away. I don't want to be stuck here. My team is going to die. And then I say, guys, don't worry. Corki lost 4 minions on bot lane. You guys died, but Corki lost 4 minions on bot lane. We win. We win. No, we don't win. We just FF15, right? We just go next in 10 minutes. So Hansama knows this. Like, okay, I'm not going to freeze. I'm going to use the minions to kill. I'm going to use the tower to kill the minions, as he does here. And then he's just going to walk up a little bit. He's pinging. As you guys can see in the chat, 536. He's pinging. Corki is there. And now he just walks up to try to have control of the lane. So slow pushing is better. Pushing is better. When do I know? How do I know when to push? How do I know when to? Well, do I need to push here? Absolutely. Why? He started Drake. Do you need to push? Typically, you need to push and go. There are some cases where 1, you know where is the enemy jungle, or 2, enemy bot lane is dead, or 3, you have a huge priority mid lane, in which case you can ignore the Drake and you don't need to push because you don't need to be there. But in this case, Hansama wants to be on the river, 100%. So he should push, and after he pushes, typically he should move, okay? Typically he should move and help. He gets like a stack of his rune if he hits the Drake, right? Like a legend haste. So let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna move. Okay. Why is Hansama not moving right here? Why is he recalling and ignoring? 1, he knows Viego is he's probably not gonna contest just because, look, there is no vision. But again, he doesn't know it for sure. He could think about, okay, Viego is definitely cross mapping. But the problem is that this guy, he's actually super smart. Again, we're talking about challenger player. He's checking the voice and he sees there is nothing here. So Hansama knows, oh shit, maybe Viego is here, so I should stay. Typically, that's what you should do. If you're not sure that they can do it Drake by themselves, you should always consider staying. The thing is, Hansama also sees this. 1, Syndra is significantly healthier than Hui. 2, Syndra has huge prio. By huge prio, I mean she has we can call it a cannon wave, even though it's not a full cannon wave. And he knows he can just recall here. If the wave state of mid lane wasn't like this, let's say it was in the middle, or let's say it was half HP against half HP, the difference between mid lane HP is the same, he should follow. Why is he ignoring right now? Well, he's ignoring because he knows we have prior mid. Then, did you guys see that? He was a bit concerned. He was like, okay, let me just move a little bit. But then he was like, okay, I don't need to be here. I'm going to recall. If you're low elo, trust me, help your jungle. Push the wave. Okay? Push the wave. Okay, sure, I agree with you. If you see that you have prior mid lane, if you know where the enemy jungle that is top, he saw him top lane and you're deciding to ignore him, that's fine. But this kind of mentality of, oh, do I help my jungle? Oh, don't interact. You're just gonna lose games. It's basically saying like, don't leash. It's like, yeah, I played with challenger AD carries, they never leash. I played versus enemy, like yesterday I played against challenger AD carries, challenger support, pro players. They never leash. But when I do coaching for Emerald and Gold, do I tell them to not leash? I do. But I explain them. Yeah. If they don't agree, if your jungle doesn't agree, I understand it. You're playing in what? Emerald or Gold. Your jungle is going to be mad that you're leashing. I understand. Just try to leash him. So that's why some tricks don't work in low elo. Okay? And a lot of people, they watch a lot of content. They see Hansama. They see. I'm just showing you that some stuff, they don't work for you, right? You see Hansama, they do stuff, but it doesn't work for you. This is why I designed a coaching program just for you. If you're watching a lot of content, education content, and you truly want to improve and nothing works, this is what you can see on your screen. People that they were stuck, they didn't know what they're doing wrong, and they improved so hard. Shaquille, he was Diamond 4 2 years ago on NA. Now he is Challenger. No, I'm not saying you're gonna get Challenger in a day. I'm not saying if you're Gold, you're gonna get Diamond the next day. With work and with true understanding of your mistakes and discipline, you can improve. Silver 1 to Emerald 4. This student, amazing guy, good mechanics. And I know you are looking at this video and you have good mechanics, you feel like you know a lot about the game, but it just doesn't work out. You can't have influence. You like don't do damage, you're not having influence on the game. How do you improve it? Try a coaching session. Trust me, it's amazing and it will help you so much to identify your mistakes. And I will show you exactly how you can actually have a proper decision making that will work in your rank. Because again, as I said, Challenger stuff, they don't work in Diamond 4, Diamond 3. I personally, played and saw a lot of players struggle in Bronze, in Gold, in Silver, in Emerald. And I personally got an account with 200 ping to Diamond 4 on AD carry. So I know how it's been there. I know it's hard. If I can get to 200 ping, I'm sure you can easily get to Diamond 4 if you just have a structure. So let's go back to the gameplay. How is Ansama so low here? Let's see. So what items does he have? Okay, so we talked about the freeze. Don't freeze, please, in low elo. Stupid strategy. Or not stupid strategy, but no, I mean, that's the thing, right? When you hear someone that says, always push, or, oh, so you're telling me I should prioritize waves as AD carry, or should I recall on a cannon? It's always depending on the case. It's always, so should you freeze? I mean, if there is nothing on the river, if there is, no one is fighting there, everyone is top, you're gonna be in danger, your support is roaming top and you just want to be safe, yeah, in like 10% of the cases, 20, maybe 30% of the cases, freeze is a good strategy. But in general, in this meta, push, get control, be on the river, be first, because your jungle is gonna be mad on you that the enemy AD carry is faster there. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so easy kill here, I think. W flash auto. Okay, what is he gonna do? Corki 11 death timer. Corki immediately pings the flash of Ezreal. Yeah, we saw this one with the mid prio and everything. So Hansama thought he shouldn't follow because we have prio mid lane and they won't contest. Then he sees Viego here. He moves 2 steps here. Then he recalls immediately because he sees that Hui is absolutely low. They can't do shit. Rumble is already moving and he has also full prio top lane in case he wants to do Uga Buga all the way bot lane. And he's just not gonna recall. I think right now he could swap to contest for grubs because he's quite strong, but he's probably gonna go to the bot lane as well. Yeah, and please do not do swaps in low elo. Trust me, do not do swaps for grubs in low elo, and I will explain later why. Because again, it kind of annoys me where people are like watching these videos, education, and like, oh, I saw in a Kaliste some Viper video and they were doing this trick. Yeah. What is the rank of Kaliste? Challenger 1500 LP. What is your rank? I am Emerald 4. Okay, trust me. Majority of the cases that things that work in Challenger don't work in your hero. And you should watch these videos to see exactly what you can apply in your ranks from Challenger. Okay. He's low. He took some trades. I like the ulti. Pay attention to his ulti. Fog over ulti, right? Because he doesn't just ulti like now, because he knows the Corki is going to dodge. So here, wait, how does he have vision? Oh my god, did you guys see that? So Hansama wanted to ulti from Fog of War so Corki doesn't see it coming. And look, Hansama clicks back and just uses ultimate. This is Fog of War, right? Look at this. Look where the Corki is. So Hansama is thinking that this is the range of Corki, right? The range of the vision of the Corki, because in League of Legends, minions and champions give vision. Okay? So think about it. Hansama is thinking, I'm gonna ulti. Why is he still having vision? Is because of this. What is this? The Q of Corki. The Q of Corki. Actually, the area and champions hit are revealed for 6 seconds. I can bet you Hansama knows this, but he doesn't know that it's for 6 seconds. Okay? So you can see how hard League of Legends is, right? Hansama, that is like one of probably the best AD carry in Europe, right? He doesn't know this. Look. Because in 99, look, that Q, that motherfucker Q, and then you see how easy he dodged? He dodged so easy. Why? Because he saw it coming. Hansama backed off immediately into the tower to be like, okay, I'm gonna go in Fog of War, ulti from Fog of War, but then the Corki Q. So Hans wasn't thinking about that, unfortunately. Hans is recalling right now. Let's see his gold, 455. Now he recalls. He could probably stay if he really wants it, because he's actually... The Corki is 280 HP. He has more HP. He has 300 and something. His gold is not so good. But he's going to recall anyways because his jungle is top. And most likely the Viego is pathing towards bot. Yeah, but he didn't know this, right? He didn't know the Viego position. So he just recalled. Very good. Very good. Yeah, another thing is like, oh, recall on a cannon wave. No, it's not, doesn't really matter. If this was not cannon wave, he would still recall. Why? It's because the next wave is too far. So he has so much time. Pay attention to this wave and pay attention to Hans' recall. So if they push now, think like the waves just met each other, right? If they start pushing right now, it takes like maybe, okay, level 6 Corki with this item, maybe like 7 to 8 seconds, right? But after that, the wave needs like 7 to 8 seconds to travel into the tower. So it's like 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, Hansama is there. So how many minions is he going to lose? Maybe 2 or 3. So it's absolutely fine recall. If you lose only 2 to 3 minions, it's a fine recall. So what people don't tell you, people scam you to say, always recall on a cannon wave, you know? Yeah, in Challenger. In low elo, not true. Why is it not true? Pay attention to this recall of Sansama. He recalled for HP and mana, right? But more importantly, if he would be full HP, he would stay here. Or if he would be half HP and half mana, he would stay here because he can pressure Corki, right? So you recall. So first of all, when you recall for HP, mana, or you recall because you can buy a good item in base. But sometimes, if you have 2k gold, but the enemies are like this into the tower, low HP, and you can pressure, you should stay. You should stay and pressure and play aggressive. This is the little pieces of the puzzle that people are missing because they think, well, okay, recall on a cannon, you know, oh yeah, it sounds logical, I do it. No, there is so many exceptions. You have a lot more HP than the enemy, you stay. Right? Pressure. Stuff happening on the river, jungle is doing Drake, jungle is invading, stay, push the lane. Exception. Right? Oh, but I should recall on a cannon. No. How much gold do you have? 900. How much do you need for Trinity? 1200. Okay, then I should stay. Okay, but the next wave is a cannon wave. Who gives a shit? That's what I'm saying, right? These rules that people will teach you, and I see all over the internet, recall on a cannon wave, you know, like this kind of like myths, right? Freeze is good on AD carry, prioritize the wave. I can show you clips of Challenger 1000 LP players. This is Caliste. This is Caliste. Oh, you should recall on, you know, you should push the wave always. I heard this in a coaching session, you know, I will not give the name, but he was like a really top 10 NA player. He said, always push mid wave. And I was like, what? How can you teach something like that? Always push mid lane. Like now, Caliste takes mid. And what is he going to do? Like, pay attention to his wave. His wave is there, right? Like right here. So it's like, based on that tip, always push mid wave. Okay, the coach told me to always push mid wave. Alright? So what is Caliste going to do? He's just going to move to the fight. He didn't push mid wave. Why? It's because the fight was 1, reliable. 2, distance rule. The fight is 1 screen away of him. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna move right away. 3, they started the Drake. So 1, the fight is reliable because there is no number advantage here. 2, they already start the fight, as in they started the Drake and there is a contact here, like people are close to each other. And yeah, it's also really close to him, right? So this kind of rules, when you're hearing someone, oh, recall on a cannon wave, you know, always push mid wave, oh, prioritize minions. But they don't actually teach you the, like, how do you decide? Should I move to a fight? Should I push this wave? Look at Caliste. I'm just proving you that this game is just so... And this is why people are stuck. That's funny, right? This is why people are stuck. And a lot of people I actually meet, it's like they know so much about the game. They know about these rules. But they miss 1 or 2 pieces of the puzzle that if they have it, boom, they enable this. That's the guy silver to emerald in a month. Silver to emerald in a month. He got like 2 coachings. Why? He was good mechanically. He knew about the game quite fine, quite good. He just missed a few puzzles of the recall timings, of the wave management. And once he took that in from the coaching session, boom, he got, okay, through a lot of work, he got to Emerald 4. That's amazing. Right? That's amazing. And that's why you should try to watch as much content as possible that is actually helpful for you. It's like, it's good to watch challenger players. It's good to watch high-low players. It's cool to watch Viper and Gumayushi and stuff. But try to watch something. So what should I watch? Well, I mean, typically, I think that if you watch people that are like high elo, a lot of things won't really apply to your rank. But I think educational content is good. Like if you watch someone doing educational content like this video, and you should subscribe to the channel. But if you watch someone explaining the thought process, I believe it's really good. Okay, a lot of people that they do education content, they do a lot of things, they don't even think about it. So how can I improve? You know, what's the easiest, most guaranteed way to improve an AD carry? Because people are telling me, oh, you know, I've been watching challenger players, I don't improve, you know, or oh, you know, I do review my games, I see the mistakes, but I still make them. I watch a lot of education content, nothing works. So what is the easiest, most guaranteed way to improve? I mean, learn support. Literally, learn support. Because if you know support better, it's going to improve your gameplay. Okay, let's see what Hansama does right here, because this is something interesting for low elo as well. So he moves mid. Let's see how is his wave. His wave is slow pushing into him. As we can see, these blue minions are a lot more than the red ones. So he's slow pushing into him. He's thinking about this, obviously. So now he goes to mid. There's a big fight here, so the distance rule. So let's see what he's going to do. We took top lane. So now he could go bot, depending on what Corki does. We can see he used everything on the wave. So he could just go bot, or Syndra could just go bot with TP, but it's a big dead timer, so most likely Hans is gonna go to bot. Not really. Why is he not doing it? Because he sees this wave. He sees this wave and he calculates it very well that the Corki doesn't crash immediately, which means Syndra in 9 seconds she will be able to TP. Look, now she's TPing, right? So she's gonna lose like 2 minions, and the cannon is gonna tank like 8 tower shots, right? So he's thinking about this. Oh, always push the mid wave. Look at Hansama. Takes the mid. People are pinging for Drake. You wanna follow. You hover to your jungle. You get the wave. Beautiful E. Now you go around. And you stay in the fight because they started Drake. Obviously. Easy. Hans with the Q. Okay, the Celestar is crazy. Yeah. I think he's gonna get the bot wave, right? Thinking what is he gonna buy right now. So he's gonna, I mean, Trinity with Man Immune, but does he go Cyril does he go Bloodthirster? Beautiful reaction timing over the E. Yeah, so that's the easiest way, right? Because a lot of people like asking, okay, but you know, I do VOD reviews and can't improve, man. I know my mistakes, but I know my mistakes, but I just look in the VOD review, I see my mistake, and then I do it again. Whoa, so helpful. It's like, kind of feel them, right? Kind of feel them. Same thing here, right? Don't help for the Drake. 3 people are already there. We saw Viego, and we have Prio mid lane. Same concept. A huge amount of vision, so he just recalls right away. So, yeah, I kind of feel for them because it's like hard to. It's a very difficult game to improve on, right? So I think that the easiest advice is to just play more support and learn more support, and just try your best to play only 2 champs. 2 champs is the best. I don't recommend 3. 3 is too much. 2 is enough. If you're below diamond, 2 is absolutely enough. If you play more than 3 hours daily, I do believe that you can go for 3. I do believe that you can go for 3. Okay, let's see what Hansama does right here. So he pushes the wave and he goes to bot for the dive. So how much time does he have? I mean, he's obviously thinking about this wave. So when this wave is going to be in the middle, or when this wave is already going to be here, I think he's going to come back to bot. I mean, to mid. Especially because we don't have teleports. The guy is dead, so he comes back to mid. Very good. So he's actually thinking about these things. And that's why it's so hard. You're seeing him playing, and it's like, how can you know this? Like what I explained about the how to join a team fight. You know, the distance rule, the number advantage rule. It's like, it's hard to learn this game by yourself. This is why I always recommend coaching. So if you feel like you struggle in solo queue, you have good mechanics, but something just doesn't work. You don't have enough influence as you could have, and you can't even convert your games. You're winning the lane, and then it's like, yeah, but what do I do if my top is 5-0? I just look at him how he kills me, and he's like 10 levels up on me. Exactly. Go to besides.com, guys. Book your coaching session. It's absolutely amazing and it's going to help you. Why is it going to help you? Because it's tailored for you. It's not some challenger bullshit that you see on the videos. It's something for your rank. Super good. And if you don't have, you know, if you're on a tight budget, watch as many videos as you can possibly watch on my channel. Tune into my stream when I stream. And yeah, just play support. You know, if you're on a budget, just play support. And don't play too many champs. Okay, I want to see a little bit because this is a very interesting decision. So he stays. He doesn't have mana. I mean, I think it's 300 gold if I'm not mistaken right now. But I could be mistaken. So you guys tell me if I'm mistaken. He recalls. He goes. But this wave mid is here. And we have Syndra TP and Rumble TP. Okay. It's committing very hard. Yeah, it's committing very hard. Okay, so he just fought here. He's very focused on this fight. Corki just took the decision to take mid tower, but nothing really we can do. Let's see this flash for Sansama. I want to see a bit. Oh, he tried something. He tried something. Ah, he died. At least he has mana moon. He didn't actually lose the mid tower. That's fine. Let's see what he's gonna do. So get prior mid, play for your teammates. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so why is he going bot when... Okay, the next wave is really far away, so he can easily go to bot. But like now, he should actually go back to mid, shouldn't he? He should go back to mid because Corki, he should be mid and push, right? So Kansama should go back to mid. What is he thinking? Why is he committing to this? Well, I personally think that he thinks Wukong will be human to go to mid. So what if you're in low elo? Would I recommend this decision if you're in low elo? Probably not. It's like you move, and the moment you're here and you see the wave is quite close, getting quite close, I would only go bot if it's super reliable. Like if the guy is like low, because think about it. Is it a Cassante? So it's take a long time for you to kill him. So I'd personally not recommend this. The first move is fine, but then I would go back to mid. Why? Is because this wave is pretty close. So once they have it, they can get mid tower. And I don't think Wukong in low elo will have the brain to physically move there. That's me personally. And judge me if you think otherwise. But I think this decision is very good till like any elo until here. But if you want to go to bot, like Hansama does, it only works in challenger and only works in high elo when you're going to have a human that will defend mid. He will go in, he will fight. But remember, you don't have humans in your rank. You can't trust them. So look at the next wave. See how much time, how big is the room that he can, you know, move to the fight. Right? Then push bot. So Corki died mid lane. It's 1-for-1 and mid tower is still up. That's how Hansama does it. So what does it stand out from Hansama compared to other AD carries? I mean, he's very consistent. He's very, very consistent. And he just feels to adapt to a lot of playstyles. He feels to adapt to a lot of playstyles. I see he practices a lot in SoloQ. Let's see if he's going to carry this fight. He doesn't have flash though. He seems to play a lot of Ezreal. I guess losing to BLG when Elk had Ezreal and he played Kalista kind of made him mad. Maybe he's a bit... Ooh! Wait, he used everything. Corki used everything. Yeah, I feel like he's probably a little bit mad on the fact that he lost against BLG and he's like, okay, I'm gonna practice so hard, Ezreal. Yeah, and now it's basically just mechanics and just team fights from this point. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you like this kind of content. Let me know. Yeah, let me know if it's any helpful, you know. Let me know if you want something different. Maybe I'm explaining. Maybe I can actually focus even more about every decision and if it works in low elo. Maybe I should do that. Like every decision he takes should be like, okay, does it work in challenger? Yes. Does it work in emerald? No. What should you do in emerald, kind of thing? I don't know. Maybe it's helpful. Like one guy was like, shut the like he was in the comments like, shut the fuck up, you're just rambling and yapping the whole day. I was like, okay, nice, that's very helpful. I can definitely learn about that. But yeah, any comment is very helpful, guys. And yeah, don't forget that these videos are actually posted on Patreon first, with like 1-2 weeks before they actually go on YouTube. So Patreon people, they get premium content, they get early access, they get tier lists and other type of stuff, and obviously discounts for future coaching sessions. Yeah, I always recommend coaching because it's personalized, right? So it's like watching like a challenger video is very helpful, but it doesn't compare with personalized coaching, especially because you see, even if you watch a different guy getting coaching, it's really good, but at the same time you're always gonna think, oh, but I'm not him, I'm not gonna do these mistakes, I'm not dumb, like look, he does bronze mistakes. Well, let's see what you have in your gameplay that you actually can't even see. Ooh, this is a veloz fight. I'm just thinking, is the little tempo good, man? Because it's like he does have auto attack and Q and has a lot of attack speed. What? But it doesn't have damage into Xante, so I don't know what to believe. I feel like it's better in the laney phase because you can auto attack a lot, maybe into like a melee champion on the enemies, or when you have like, look, he has Rel, when you have Thresh, Nautilus. I don't think it's so good into Naut. Like into like Alistar, Nautilus, Xante. Okay, now he's just taking, so he does have Cyril does here. Interesting. Is he gonna win this game? Because it really feels like he doesn't. I feel like he fucked up his runes. I mean, again, he's probably just testing, so he really doesn't do damage into that guy. He needs conk. He really needs conk. And he went for, he doesn't go Cyril, does. Yeah, he needs to go for a lot of auto attacks. Yeah, he played so good. I also like the E on the side. Really, really well played. Yeah, Hansama is practicing the Ezreal. I'm pretty sure he's he used to be like Kalista Draven player kind of thing. But now he just goes for Ezreal a lot. He used to play a lot of Varus as well. I'm not sure if he can win this game because I think it's, I mean, Syndra's Scale is probably the best in the game, right? In mid. Like one of the best. So maybe. Yeah, it's really good flash to go on the way. Wow, he played it so well. It's crazy. But I'm just thinking, it's 9-1 way, right? So if you want to flash on someone, it has to be that guy. Always thinking like, why do you flash on Rel on Alistar? Like, what do you get? You get a kill. Typically, I don't know how worth it is. If they can't end here, the Rel flash is bad. You want to keep it for the fight. But the death timers are so huge. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.